This video was originally broadcast live on Twitch during Decaf Jedi's first year as a streamer. Expect janky video, questionable audio, and the usual poor gameplay. Enjoy!
Hey out there, hope you're doing well tonight. Welcome to Games I Didn't Know I Owned Showcase. Tonight I'm going to be playing the Atari Vault, as the giant picture of an Atari 2600 may have clued you into. Atari Vault is a game that I think it was a compilation released just a couple of years ago, featuring a whole bunch of old Atari arcade titles, going all the way back to Pong, as well as a collection of games for the Atari 2600. So I thought I would jump into the collection and maybe stream a few very, very old games going all the way back to the 1970s, working up into the early 1980s. So, hey, hey, Anthony, how's it going? Glad to see you. So I'm going to jump in and see if I can get this launched. And we are going to go way retro, if it cooperates. There we go. Got the nice retro wave title screen. Drag my window over here a little. Get out of the way. Alright, so we have this nifty interface here featuring recreations of all the cabinets. We go in, say, and select Pong. We can pull up a gallery that includes energies. My brain isn't working tonight. We can see images of the old Pong cabinets, some of the arcade flyers that were used to promote the game. Pong doubles, Quadra Pong, a handheld Pong. That one looks like it's from the 90s, considering the fonts up there in the upper left-hand corner. But it has fun stuff like that for most of the games in the collection. Let's load up this classic Pong and take it for a spin. I've never actually played Pong in an arcade before. I take that back, I'm lying. I played Pong for the first time, I believe, at the Museum of Play last year. I'd forgotten about that, so I haven't had much experience with it, but as you can see, I just blew my first volley. Ooh, this paddle moves fast. Down 2-0 already. But look at that volley. I was trying to think, what do people want to see on Twitch? Like, what games are really hot right now? And I thought to myself, probably Pong? Of course, the original Pong was played with sort of a paddle with a dial style interface that allowed you to sort of spin the paddle up and down on the screen. I'm playing with an Xbox One controller, which is proving a little more finicky. Probably should turn down the sensitivity if such a setting exists, but I'm toasted here. Okay, got something going. Of course, the closer to the edge of your paddle that you hit the ball, the more velocity it flies with. Sometimes you just let one pass you right by. Man, when did the computer get good? There we go. Oh no, this is the height of entertainment. It is though, right? I mean, this is as good as video games get. You can see how a multi-billion-dollar industry grew out of such a engaging title. Oh man, I'm getting skunked here. Okay, I'm gonna give it one more try. This time I'm gonna win. Watch this. Game face on. With a vengeance. In my mind, the paddles for Pong were much bigger. So Anthony, since you're there in chat, are you planning to play some Fortnite later? Assuming this doesn't, like, wear you out watching this sort of fast-paced action. Hey, how's it going, ATM machine? Good to see you. I'm down for some Fortnite a little later. I'm gonna finish up some of these games first. See how long I can burn through Atari games before they wear me down. Now this is good. This is good Twitch. I'm honestly not sure how to... Ah, there we go. That was my volley. This is better than Fortnite. That's a good point. I mean, it's kind of the original Battle Royale. 2 paddles enter, 1 paddle leaves. Oh, that's a slam. Look at that. That's how we do it. I like that you can lock into little loops like this. That's one way to break it. I thought I would like move and slam the ball past him in a way that he wouldn't be able to anticipate. Okay, big pong energy. As I suspected, viewers just rolling in to watch this action. Okay, I'm not going to win that one. Let's try a different game. Again, I'm just here to sample some of what we have to offer. I believe I want to play Asteroids. 1979, I believe, right? Yeah, there's where the copyright is. Oh yeah, here we go. I was reading up on Asteroids earlier today, and I noticed a lot of the writing about it, both at the time and more contemporary, suggested it was inspired by the Star Wars franchise. I don't know how much of that is true, but this is supposed to be like a Millennium Falcon-esque game. That seems like maybe retroactive history. If anything, it seems more inspired by games like Computer Space and Space War that had been around for decades. Alright. Look at that. Flawless. Asteroids is apparently my game, y'all. There's Asteroids for Nintendo 64. Is it like a souped up version with cool graphics and stuff? I'm guessing it must be 3D, right? Surely it's not. Just float around in space and shoot little rocks. The thrusters are fun. I think they're the best part of Asteroid is being to use... Whoa! The rocks actually look like rocks. These look like rocks. This is just what rocks looked like in the 70s. I was alive back then. I remember it. I definitely remember playing Asteroids in the arcade as a kid. I spent a lot of money on Asteroids. Game over. Oh, my score made the top. Ooh, no, but I already beefed it. I couldn't master the high score table. Okay, let's see what else we have. Asteroids. I believe there's a Asteroids Deluxe. I don't know what Deluxe adds to the game, but already, look at that. Start one player. Ooh, sound effects, color, an overlay on the screen. I bet in the original that was just a sticker or like acetate kind of thing that was put on top of the actual arcade cabinet screen. Here it's recreated as its own sort of overlay. I like that. I don't think I've ever played Asteroids Deluxe. It definitely has a smoother acceleration on the thruster. Way more in the way of sound effects and stuff like that. This is Deluxe. Ooh, what's this thing? Yeah, this is way more challenging. Looks like the asteroids have slightly more active trajectories. That might be my imagination. Feels like they're moving a little more quickly. Certainly I did much worse on it. Okay, I still haven't mastered high scores. What else do we have in here? Ooh, Centipede. There was a Centipede machine at my local Pizza Hut, and man oh man did I use up a lot of quarters playing Centipede. Of course, the original Centipede used a trackball as the controller, and a real game of Centipede involves at least once pinching your hand horribly in the trackball. That's just part of the experience. Oh no. I forgot how fast Centipede is. Oh, everything's bad. Oh, I'm gonna get wrecked here. Oh no! So according to the advertisements and the instruction manuals for Centipede, you're like a little pixie guy down here at the bottom shooting a magic wand at this Centipede, which is an interesting take on the Centipede lore. Not something I ever realized playing it as a kid. Okay. Alright, I completed a level. I like how when you shoot Centipede parts, they turn into mushrooms. I guess that's the magic wand transforming them. Again, I'm not sure if the Centipede lore is meant to make sense, but... Ooh. Like I drove into that guy on purpose. Let's try another round of Centipede. This one's pretty fun so far. I'm wanting to think, and I might be imagining this ATM machine, but I believe that Centipede was one of the games that maybe early market testing, or at least what passed for market testing at the time, suggested performed really well with women. Of course, Pac-Man was one of the first that really gets credited as being a game that developed a large following among women. Which supposedly is part of what inspired the creation of Miss Pac-Man, as a tribute to those women who loved Pac-Man. Oh no! Ah! Where'd that thing come from? Spider attack. Okay. Wow, that's Centipede, huh? Let's step it up by a factor of, I guess, 10. And play Millipede? Is it on here? Surely Millipede's on here. There it is. Ooh. Look at that box art. Look at that Bowman facing off against a giant Millipede. Ooh. Now we have crazy explosions. What? It was like Missile Command meets Centipede now. I don't know if I've ever actually played Millipede before. Certainly don't have any memory of it. I'm going to go ahead and go on record saying I'm better at it than I am at Centipede, though, because I did slightly okay my first attempt. Oh no, what are those things? Oh, that's an intense death sound. Boy, it does have that Russian fairy tale illustration kind of look, doesn't it? That's a really good point. Hopefully the volume is all... Oh, that's DDT that I hit that was exploding earlier. That's funny. Whoa, things got quick fast. Hopefully the sound's okay on this. I didn't want all the beeps to be too brutal. You can get a little harsh over the course of, you know, an hour or so of listening to lots of beeps and boops from the early era of gaming. Missile Command. A favorite, very much a Cold War staple. How do I start? Ah, there we go. Alright, so we all know how Missile Command works, right? We launch missiles, surface to air. Oop, there's a MIRV. It's split off into multiple warheads. And we protect our city below. Easy peasy. It's just like the Cold War. I'd have to check the year on this. I think it was Reagan's Star Wars plan before Reagan's Star Wars plan was a thing. Oh no! I've made mistakes. There went the city of Denver. Oh no! There goes Annapolis, Maryland. Oh, not Topeka. Oh, and there's Raleigh, Durham. Oh. Rough day. Oh no. I didn't remember you being limited in shots in Missile Command, but boy, it is upsetting just to watch them fall on your cities. Wow. There you go. I guess by the end it means of humanity. I guess that was just thermonuclear warfare. Plain and simple. Alright, we're tearing through these things. Never even heard of this version of Red Baron, but oh man. Look at the vector graphics. This is amazing. Oh, I love it. I'm guessing this is the same tech used to create the original Star Wars arcade game. It's the Red Baron taking shots at a radar dish there. That seems wrong. Uh-oh. What am I doing? I don't know what I'm supposed to be doing. Just destroying these cities, missile silos, innocent civilians. Honestly, I find this more intuitive than Sierra's Red Baron. Oh, this is kind of neat. These vector graphics look so good in 2020. Like, I felt like they looked really bad for about 25, 30 years, and now they've just gotten back to looking good. Like, look at that propeller animation at the bottom of the screen. That is really well done. Like, that is immersive, considering what they're working with here. Yeah, it's amazing that the Allied powers would have the foresight to develop radar just like, you know, in the midst of also developing combat air fighting. Am I good at this game? I might be good at this game. Well, maybe not great. I officially love this. This is such a good game. It is a really satisfying little dogfighting sim. Okay, it's actually a radar dish that shoots stuff at you, I guess. One of those radar dishes. Yeah, I'm guessing that's supposed to be a Zeppelin. I would assume I'm flying for the Axis here, but I don't know for sure. Okay, so far, Red Baron, a pleasant surprise. Space Duel, Sprint, Tempest. Haven't. Oh, Sprint is this game. Oh, wow, look at that. Okay. As far as I can tell, none of the mapped controls actually do anything. Can't seem to... I was reading some reviews and they mentioned some of the games are broken right out of the box. I'm hitting every button on my control. Oh wait, keyboard does it. This has serious RC Pro-Am vibes. Like, I got a figure when they were working on RC Pro-Am for NES, which is a fantastic game. I think it's a forgotten classic in the NES library. This feels a lot like RC Pro-Am. Okay, so I'm losing 76 to 16. I don't know how scoring works here. Okay, the longer you hold down, the more acceleration you get. Here we go. Now we got it going. Whoop. No, we don't. Crashed into a wall. The lead car just ran me into a wall. I want the record to show that. That time I just hit an oil slick. That was on me. It looks like I lost my game with Sprint. Okay, let's keep this train rolling. Maybe it's time to check out some of the... No, I don't want to quit. Which one's quit? Let's check out some of the 2600 games. This is where things should get good. Because 2600 games are not the best. Let's see what Asteroids looks like on 2600. Pretty sure I owned this back in the day. Oh yeah. I like the emulation. I like the scan lines here. I like the recreation of the colors. Like, this definitely feels like how I remember playing the home version of Asteroids. And honestly, Asteroids is such a simple game that the VCS could emulate it pretty well. This feels very similar to the arcade version. Looks like the rocks can't quite go spiraling off into as many directions. Looks like they're more stuck on a set path. Seizure warning. Yeah, that's a good point. This could be dangerous. Yeah, it does have a little bit of a Jaws motif to it, huh? I like that the smaller ones no longer break into multiple asteroids, but rather just a smaller asteroid. Oh no. Okay, let's see what else we've got. Atari Video Cube, backgammon, basic math. I like the sound of this. Wait. Okay, there we go. was like, this is going to be tough if there's no 11. Who else can do this? I think it auto-completed the 3 there. All I had to choose was 1. Is that true? It does! It can't accept 2-digit input, so just doing a 1 auto-completes the math problem. Oh, this is so good. This is ridiculous. I did it. Oh, no, wait. No, it wasn't autocomplete. I was just getting all those wrong. I'm not good at math after all. It doesn't really give you much of a difference between the fanfare for getting one right or wrong. What else do we get? Okay, basketball. If this is the basketball I remember, and I believe there are multiple basketball games for the Atari 2600, I have very... crank up the difficulty. I have very fond memories of playing this with my cousin Travis. One Thanksgiving, we were at his house, and all the adults were sitting around the table talking. We were in his living room. Yeah, this is the one, playing basketball. Let's see here. Oh, we started a one-player game, or is it just on? Yeah. I think it's only 2 players, is that right? Yes! Take that! I believe there are ways to steal. Yep. Uh-oh. Does it really only have... Oh wait, 2 players. There's 1 player. Swish! Kobe! Oh! Is there no 3-pointers? Does the computer ever miss? Can I block? There's so many questions I have about Atari 2600 basketball. I like to imagine the designers being like, did we manage to get all of basketball in here? And it's like, yeah, we nailed it. There's another title, I think, called Real Sports Basketball that I'm curious if it has any better recreation of basketball. Blackjack. Bowling. Oh, yeah, I played my share of this, too. It's no Wii bowling. But, like all bowling games, it's weirdly satisfying. I think what bowling games usually tell us is that, oh, actual bowling is just kind of bad. And any way that we can ramp it up in a video game is going to be an improvement. I like that they do the ball return. Spare. I'm going to do this until I get a strike. Can pins not knock into other pins? Is that not a thing in this game? Maybe they can. Another spare. Okay, I've got to get a strike here. This is now my personal mission. Okay, I can only get spares. That's enough. Enough bowling. We got games to get through. This has classics like Touch Me, Count Me, Picture Me, Find Me. Breakout's, of course, a classic, right? Everyone loves Breakout. Boy, these games are hard to control with a Xbox controller. Is there really just one left? Home version of Centipede. Circus Atari. Codebreaker. Oh, Combat. Here's a fun one. Is it set to 2 players? I think it might have been. Yeah, let's see if we can change that. Oh, is Combat only 2 players? Wow. So we all know Combat. Basically, you drive around your tank. You don't know Combat? Oh. Well, theoretically, it's a 2-player game where you drive around these mazes and attempt to get a shot off. This may have been the first video game I ever owned. I had an Atari 2600, and this was the pack-in cartridge. This was what they bundled with it. Believe it or not, this is how they chose to show off the capabilities of the Atari 2600 with a tank deathmatch game. But it's not just tanks. So let's go back to the menu here. First of all, there's also Tank Pong, which is kind of great, because in this version, your bullets ricochet. So you have some fun trick shots. There we go. Okay, so you've got Tank Pong. You got invisible tanks if you want to play against an opponent that you can't see, and you can't see your own tank while you play either. But you also have a dogfight mode. Where you can loop around, hide in the clouds. Again, this is supposed to be 2 players, so theoretically player 2 is supposed to be in the midst of evasive maneuvers. There we go. Alright, so that's Combat. Again, maybe the first video game I ever owned. Crystal Castles. I didn't play the arcade version of this earlier, and I honestly don't know Crystal Castles. But it's adorable, isn't it? Look at that little bear. What am I supposed to do here? Jump over the Jack Skellington heads? He went to bear heaven. I don't know what I'm supposed to be doing. Okay. Not a fan of that version of Crystal Castles. Demons to Diamonds. Desert Falcon. Ooh, look at that box art. You got a... I don't know. I guess that's a falcon, but it's green. It's like a parrot falcon. And there are spaceships flying out of the Sphinx's mouth. That's the original riddle of the Sphinx. Get 3 hyros. So I'm going to get 3 hieroglyphics, I guess. What is this? Are those obelisks? Something's shooting at me still. Maybe that was like a sandstorm that shoots at you? This is indecipherable. I love it. Oop, there's some more hieroglyphics. Or hyros. Nope, just get 3 more hyros, I guess. If I just survive and pick those things up. Seems to be the point of the game. I'm unstoppable. Oh, now I can shoot? Oh, there's no Asus. Game over. Okay. The box art on these games is fantastic. Like, imagine being handed that game if you're in the art department at Atari and being like, All right, we need you to make a box for this, and you come up with this for that game. Dodge 'em. Double dunk. Ooh, more basketball. This time 2-on-2. Sign me up. Oh, wow, this is much more imaginative, huh? How do I actually start this? There's traveling. That's great. Ooh, big shot. It's got slam dunks. I don't know what's happening. I'm not even completely sure who I'm controlling. I'm guessing it's the people who aren't scoring. Yeah, this is a much more impressive basketball game. It kind of gets the perspective that most later basketball games would actually try, as opposed to like court-to-court view that we had from the other basketball game, out of bounds. Yeah, that one's a little unplayable. That's going to be a theme with most of these games, though. Ooh, Fatal Run. Look at that, we've got a car with a machine gun where its headlights should be. Actually, I guess that's not where the headlights would be. They'd be in the hood. Still, it's a car with machine guns. What's going to happen here? There's a resume. That's interesting. Fatal Run. Okay, we've got some pole position style stuff. Let's accelerate. Do I have a gun? Because in the oh, sorry, I had a gun. I'd really like to shoot some of these other cars if that's an option. Going 140 miles per hour, 150, 160, 170, 180. Give me that 200 miles per hour. There it is. That's the good stuff. You'd think a collision at 200 miles per hour would be dangerous, but I'm here to tell you, it is not. Revenge Racing. Oh no. He hit me so hard I pixelated. Wow. This is an okay game. Like, this feels like it has gameplay. Honestly, the graphics look pretty good. No F-Zero, but what is? F-Zero for the Super Nintendo will always be my standard for good racing game, but honestly, you know, sort of the technology and gameplay here isn't all that different. Once we pioneered this style of racing game, it didn't change a whole lot. Okay, what else do we have? Flag capture. This is going to be a... Ooh, what is this going to be? This is our Blair Witch style puzzle game. Okay, I'm never going to figure that out. Back to the menu. Ooh, football. You know this is going to be good. Style, action, hybrid, or strategy? Okay, this is another one that requires... Oh, yeah, I remember this. Oh, can you imagine, like, being told we need to make a football game, and this being what you were able to produce, given the limitations of the system? It's like, okay, I can do 3-on-3. What strategy mode look like? I may not be able to play this without a second player. Yeah, it's waiting for a second player to start. Oh, well. I believe this collection is enabled with online stuff. Oh, was that Jack Nicholson? No, I thought this was actually a endorsed game. Oh, look at this. Yeah, Jack Nicholson. Technically the same person. How do I... There we go. Unleash. Oh. Hit the ball. This game is great. Okay. Gravatar. Don't know what this game is either, but... Okay, can't fly into whatever that was. Got some Defender vibes. Oh, did I travel somewhere? What am I looking at now? Okay. That's some sort of mothership. Can't fly into it. I thought it was like a nebula or something. I'm very good at this one. Oh, this thing has a gravitational pull, I think? Feels like it's dragging me toward it. There we go. So I'll leave here now. Okay, that's Gravatar. Hangman, I think I know how that game works. Haunted house. Lit walls? Yes. Okay, so I'm a set of eyeballs. Moving around. I have no idea what any of this possibly means. Like, I don't know if I'm going to a new room when there's a ghost. Oh, now I have some sort of flickering light source. Am I a hamburger patty? Is this a game about being a hamburger patty? Who knows? I don't want to speak ill of the Atari 2600, but you know, it's not always great. Someone just rope a home run off of me right away. Oh, you can get 3 fielders. Look at that. Okay, am I the pitcher? Okay, so if you don't catch it, it's just a home run every time, I guess. Break. Okay, you run at the guys to get them out. There's a 2-run homer. Yeah, no, I love the ridiculous fielding. Okay, there's an out. Oh, here we go. He's putting some juice on that thing, isn't he? Homer! Oh, is it a single? How's that work? Round the bases. Big hit. 3-run homer. Casey at the bat. Bill Bolt. No! Okay, now I know that you can do crazy wiggle pitches. That's all I'm throwing. Although I can't do that apparently in field at the same time. It's one or the other. Runners at the corners. Oh, got him as he went to home. Streak. Okay, change sides. This is pretty fun in a dumb way. I like this one. Big homer. What the kids call going yard. Gotta be tough being the only player on the field once you grab the ball. No one to throw it to. Ball. I'm going to say this is a good Atari 2600 game. For what passes as good in the world of Atari 2600 games. Human Cannonball. We'll play this one briefly in honor of Guybrush Threepwood. Okay, this is going to be a classic. Adjust your angle, adjust for the wind. This is always a fun mechanic for a game, right? That score? Yeah, survived. I like how it's now 1-1. I guess it's 1 point me, 1 point the forces of nature that just murdered me. Ooh, this is good. There's a death animation. Okay. Got adjust for the wind. That was 31 miles per hour. Whoa! I love it. It's great. Okay, that's Human Cannonball. Maze Craze, Millipede, Mini Golf. Let's see if this golf is any more comprehensible than the... Wow. Okay, this may be even wilder, huh? Am I the club? Am I a person? Am I the ball? That's a great question. No. No. 11 strokes in. You have to figure out how to hit the ball. Oh, wow. Okay, that one's incomprehensible. Night Driver. Not to be confused with Knight Rider. These games are really inconsistent in terms of how they use the controller. Like, this one's back to the control stick rather than the D-pad. Man, is it hard to control. I may be crazy here. But I think at some point there might be a study done with this game where they tested people's ability to play Night Driver after drinking to see if, it impaired video game driving as well. I may be imagining that, but I'm wanting to think it's some video game history book I read that came up. Ooh, look at this Japanese art. This one must be good. Off the wall. Is it going to be a breakout clone? What's going on? It says I'm a peasant. Okay, yeah, so it's a breakout clone. This is great. Am I bouncing these off of my bow stick? Yeah, I think so. Oh, there we go. Big time, big time. Still a peasant. Oh, did I kill the dragon? Or whatever that was up there? I think I hit him again. What does it take to no longer be a peasant? I mean, I guess in the grand scheme of, like, historic revolutions, that's a big question. Say the Scotch poll has a whole set of answers to that. In the State and Revolution. Highly recommended. Everyone should read it. Ooh, it has modifiers on the ball, so I've got, like, weird fluttery ball now. This one's pretty good. Like, I like this. It has some charm. Now I mostly just want to see if I can not be a peasant anymore. Did I level up? Did I level up? Nope, still a peasant. Okay, fine. No social mobility. And off the wall. Hong Sports. Quad Run. It's fun times 4. Real sports baseball. This is going to be a more accurate baseball simulation, I suspect. Okay, this is one that I think I've played. This feels really familiar. Oh yeah, look at this. This is definitely trying to simulate a lot more of baseball. You can throw it around the horn. You've got 9 players. Yeah, this feels like baseball. Vaguely. Wonder why I'm not getting strikes. Okay. Walk the first one. Boxing? This is a good one if it's the one I remember. Oh no, this is much fancier than the one I remember. I'll be this guy, and I'll fight that guy. Pretty good graphics for the 2600. I like how they don't have boxing gloves, it's just bare knuckle, tough man competition stuff. Okay. Strong Bad would not approve. Real sports football. Let's see if this is better than 3-on-3. Okay, this is much better. But is there passing or just running? Great, great, great. Oh, did I lose the ball? How come they have guys downfield? Look at that. Oh, it has a touchdown dance. That's really good. Why are none of my guys going downfield? Alright. Football's complicated. There's a different football, this time soccer. Save Mary? You piqued my curiosity. Sorry, Mary. Not today. Secret quest? It was a little tricky. Slot machine. It's a good question. What counts as a secret quest at that point? Okay, we've got a space fighter. Lot going on here. Oop, is that radar I see? Yeah, here we go. In the lower right hand corner. Yeah. Oh, hey. Found the targets. Okay, that was Star Raiders. More baseball. What's this one look like? This one looks very similar to the real sports baseball. It has that running on field sound effect and everything. Oh my gosh. The long animation of the guy running up to the plate. Am I batting? Am I pitching? Hard to say. Why was that out? Was it a foul? Super Football. Sword Quest. Sword Quest Water World. Sword Quest Fire World. I bet this will be another great... Ooh. Hey. Look at this title screen, though. That's what I'm talking about. Oh, wow. I have an inventory. I have room transitions. This is like Zelda or something. With Resident Evil room transitions. I believe there was a contest attached to it. I think this was a win cash in the real world for finishing that kind of game. That sounds right to me. Okay. My plan is to make this a short stream tonight, but let's see if there's anything else in here worth checking out. Video pinball. Eat your heart out, Bill Budge. I mean, this is competent. This feels like pinball, honestly. Not too bad for the 2600. I wish Ben P.S. Garrick was here. He plays pinball quite frequently on Twitch. I'd love to get his opinion on it. Okay. There's pinball. Warlords. Yars Revenge. 3D Tic-Tac-Toe Concentration. Complete Yars Revenge. That's a name I know, but not a game I think I've ever played. Okay, so is it some kind of a breakthrough? I wonder what the little area in the middle there is all about. Like, I feel like I probably shouldn't enter it. Okay. Alright. I think that is about enough Atari 2600 for me tonight. I just wanted to play around with this a little bit. Take a walk back down memory lane. There were a few good games in there. Some real stinkers too. But thanks for watching along tonight. This is a fun Games I Didn't Know I Owned showcase. So I'll be back on Wednesday playing a little bit more Gabriel Knight. Hope to see y'all then. In the meantime, take care.